I'm just going to get started. We're stupid comedians from New Jersey who make comedy, but we also make NFTs. We do the show Comedians Talk to NFT Stars. We have 2 episodes out with the very awesome Pollyanny and our usual co-host who's playing hooky today, Adam Garamani from Untamed Elephants. And in right now, we have, just not edited yet, Sabet. The amazing artist Sabet will be our next episode. And we are in the middle of editing that baby right now, and we'll get that to you shortly. Remember, you could see pretty much everything about us at blazo.com/links. blazo.com/links. Go there. All right. First story of the day. Yuga Labs wins trademarking ruling. Yeah, you're amused already. Chris is so funny, he just laughs all the time.
I just, it's all happening in here,
Yeah, he says...
Ongoing comedy act right in my head.
Yeah, where are you at right now, huh? How many minutes in? Okay, anyway. The Yuga Labs versus Ryder Ripps saga has been going on for quite some time, with the potential ruling having a big impact on NFT project IP, and it looks like Yuga will win the case on all accounts.
Wait, the porn star?
What porn star?
Ryder Ripps.
Ryder Ripps is not a porn star.
Never mind.
Thank you. On April 21st, a U.S. District Court in California found in the case of Yuga Labs versus the porn... Okay, see, now you're making me think it's a porn star. Ripps...
It's a good porn star.
Yeah, Ryder Ripps. No, I'm kidding. Collection...
Ripps, yeah.
Their collection infringed on Yuga Labs copyrights and trademarks. Okay, well... Surprisingly, even though I am a dumb comedian, I do happen to play a trademark research expert on TV. I may have actually even written a book or 2 about that, so I can give you some non-legal information, but I do know quite a bit about trademarks.
Did you write a book, though?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Oh, never mind.
No, I really did, yeah. How to do-it-yourself trademark. If you go on Amazon right now, do-it-yourself trademark under my nom de plume. But anyway, okay, so here's the summary of what happened, yesterday. Yuga Labs owns the unregistered BAYC marks, which are valid and enforceable. And Chris missed his mark.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's yeah, my bad. But Bo,
Chris, he's right on it. I'll tell you.
I was looking at the other. Sorry,
yeah.
Something popped up. I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, something popped up with me too.
But Bo, they didn't even have a trademark. How can this be?
Well, that's because trademarks are not what you think. Not like a patent. Okay, so trademark is when you think of getting a trademark, it's really just getting a registration of trademark. The trademark, you own a trademark just by using it across state lines. Now, you have to prove it, and the more you use it, and having the trademark itself is really good to have. But technically, just like a copyright, the minute you create it, you own it, and then as far as trademark rights, you get federal trademark rights the minute you are doing commerce, interstate commerce, they call it. So, the second thing of the ruling was NFTs are goods for the purposes of the Lanham Act. Now, this is super important because it gives NFTs the same trademark protection as any other good or service.
Like pickles?
What?
Pickles have trademark protection.
Well, no, not actually. The word pickles, that is a descriptive phrase. And if you started pickles, you could not register that. Now, Vlasic Pickles is a trademark.
Diapers?
Well, a specific kind.
Diapers, what about them?
Depends.
Depends on what?
No, Depends Diapers is a trademark, but not diapers.
Diapers. Never heard of that brand.
All right, anyway, You make me insane. Lanham has 4 parts: trademark infringement, trademark dilution, unfair competition, and false advertising. Those are the parts, that protection that you get, okay? And that's now been decided for NFTs, which is super cool. One important concept that comes out of this is what's called likelihood of confusion to the general public and the popularity of the mark. Shockingly, I know you may find this crazy, but the mark itself, it matters how popular, and it is, and here's why. So if you called your Bored Apes not very aware apes, you could still get sued, okay? Because that is very confusing. You're going to think that's probably Bored Apes, okay? Or Snored Apes, or, or you're going to call your shoe company Snikey, okay?
What about like floorboard apes?
Yeah, depends, right?
It does depend.
Or there you go. So if you create Nike anything, forget it. You're getting sued. Okay? So in other words, I don't care if you make Nike ice cream and you think that no one would ever think that Nike's so famous that they would have a very good cause to sue you. Okay? And part of the thing that makes it so crazy is that this is the reality about trademark law. It just matters whose lawyer can beat up whose lawyer. It really does. Because the idea is no trademark police are going to come and tell you stop using Depends diapers if you name your diaper company Depends. No, there's no trademark police. What there is a big fat lawsuit from Depends against you. And as we see today with this Yuga Labs lawsuit. So if you did like Millennium Software and then you made Millennium Ice Cream, that's fine. There actually is a Millennium Ice Cream, I think. But the point is those two can coexist because they're not as famous and you probably assume they're different things. Probably can coexist. But you still could sue them and say, I think you're wrong, and win. You never know. I'm going to sue you. And you go, geez, I got no money. I'm scared. I'm going to change it. And that's pretty much, and that is trademark law.
So you're saying buy Pampers. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Or change the name of your company to Pampers. All right. Anyway.
That would open up a restaurant called Pampers.
Would you? And would you pamper people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could the diaper company sue me?
That's a good question. Probably not.
Probably not.
No, because you would not think of food when you get a diaper.
Well, I mean, some people probably do.
Dogs might. Okay, anyway. So Ryder Ripps,
Fecophiliacs or something.
His defense was that this is free speech and all those things were thrown out. Some people will invariably bring up, what about Andy Warhol? How come he got to do it? Well, number one, Andy Warhol did wind up having issues to some degree with Campbell Soup. However, Campbell Soup decided, hey, this is a lot of great publicity, so we're not going to bother suing him. Whether he'd win or not isn't the point. He'd have had Campbell Soup up his butt. Okay. Then to make it even sillier,
I had that happen once before.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
Not good.
Yeah,
it's not a good man. The tomato soup. Ugh.
Yeah,
just stings.
It's terrible. But believe it or not, Campbell Soup actually hired Warhol after he did his initial ones and had him do a Campbell Soup thing for one of the CEOs of the company when he was leaving. You can't make something and then try to utilize some sort of gimmickry to sell something very similar, okay? You can always wind up being sued for that, and it's up in the air as to what happens. Anyway, all right, that's probably enough. DC, you're shaking your head, or you...
I think that's all very interesting. I have nothing funny on this one, just that's all quite interesting.
Well, good. I assumed that part would be the interesting part of our entertainment today.
We had to work diapers in to make trademark stuff funny,
Yes. Yes.
The interesting thing about that is that nobody had used New Joke City before we did, and I'm not trying to make a plug on this one. It's just we were like, there's no way. But yeah, it was open and free for us to use.
Subway. Oh, Chris.
Wait, yep.
Subway themed trading bot Subway treat. Can I try that again, please? Subway themed trading bot makes millions using sandwich attacks. An anonymous maximal extractable value bot operator. Oh, that's a mouthful. Has cashed in well over $1 million this last week by executing something called sandwich attacks against buyers and sellers of 2 meme coins. This is also why frickin' gas has been so expensive. This guy right here. The wallet address linked to Ethereum name services, and the name that's used is Jared from Subway.eth. It made $950,000 from the sandwich attacks and profiled about $300,000 to $400,000 on April 17th to 19th. According from a tweet from the data platform C-Launch. The bot's ENS domain is likely tongue-in-cheek as a nod to the popular sandwich chain and its disgraced former spokesperson, Jared Fogle.
Really? You think? See, I thought it was just some random name that they decided to use. I didn't think it had any correlation between Jared Fogle and Subway sandwiches.
No. It looks like maybe Jared wanted to make back a little bit of money he lost when he got let go by Subway.
I didn't know they allowed computers in prison.
Yeah, he probably had to take quite a few footlongs to get that in there.
I'm sure he misses the days when it was only $5 and not years of trauma.
It's true. Chris, do you remember that one of our very first BLAZO Network YouTube videos was a Subway apology commercial about this very person?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Why don't we just sing the chorus for everybody? Ready?
Okay.
All right, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 5-year-olds are wrong. Very, very, very.
5.
Yes. So 5-year-olds are wrong.
Eat fresh at Subway.
Yeah, eat fresh. Just not too fresh.
Just not too fresh.
There you go. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. DC is shocked and dismayed with our behavior right now.
Wait, I got to see his face. Hold on.
Disavow.
Disavow.
Okay.
Disavow. I'm a big Jared fan here, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Disavow.
Anyway, go to youtube.com, BLAZO Network, for all our Web2 comedy. You can see this very commercial, which, believe it or not, I think has 40 or 50,000 views.
We're very proud of it.
We're very proud of it. It's like our third highest rated video, on there. So
Still doing better than any of the porn stars.
no.
No?
There's
Really?
2 porn stars higher than that now.
Well, whatever.
We also did a show called Comedians Talk to Porn Stars back in the day, and I know this is shocking, but it was very popular. Yeah, most people could not figure out how that would be popular, but it is. It really is.
It was me.
Oh, okay.
It was me.
They all were watching you?
Yeah.
Well, what's the excuse now?
Pfft,
Anyway,
they're tired of my shit.
NFT NYC again showcased the resilience of Web3 culture. Daniel Roberts, editor-in-chief of Decrypt, wrote an opinion piece about NFT NYC, and he says, Hey, I love when opinion pieces start with, hey. Okay. So he says, hey, I get it. After the speculative JPEG flipping bubble of 21, after it popped and overall NFT sales plummeted, the mocking stories write themselves. It's easy to view today's NFT space as a punchline, especially if you focus on a single, brutal data point comparing volume at the peak to volume now. But if you ask me, if the scene is dead, the answer is an emphatic no. NFT NYC events I attended this year had the energy, positivity, and idea sharing I've come to expect from crypto cultural gatherings over the past few years. 6 weeks after an NFT Paris, that blew me away. NFT NYC reinforced that Web3 and NFT culture is alive and well, bear market or not.
Well, I got to admit, I couldn't really write any jokes for this.
No?
No.
We wanted to mock it, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we were going to kind of make fun of this guy because, we were there and we thought it sucked. We thought it was kind of like, what's going on here? But
basically, he's saying it's great. It was great. So, I mean, it's hard to mock the guy who's trying to be positive.
Yeah, I guess we're just assholes.
Yeah. DC, speaking of assholes, DC?
Oh, thank you. I was like, yep, here it comes. No, I think that there's validity in what he's saying. That the energy was the same, just on a smaller scale. There was fewer people there, but I think the three of us hung out in real life, IRL enough to sort of. I would like to say we support his statement where the energy between us was great. We still talked about a lot of things. We still enjoyed ourselves among ourselves. There just weren't as many people around, but I still think that the energy on a smaller scale was there if you looked enough for it. I made some really, really solid connections. I think that moving forward, there's going to be a lot of really cool things happening in comedy with people that are in this New York City general area, ourselves, and then a bunch of people that I met and got a chance to really get to know. So, I'm thankful that I was there. I really enjoyed myself in the time that I was there. But if it's just speaking on scale from the other years, the scale was just scaled way, way, way down. It had to be. It was more like it was what you made it more than ever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And and I gotta say, and saying it sucked, it was just just being silly and fun. I mean, it didn't suck. It was obviously a big, awesome event, and the sandwiches were great.
The sandwiches.
That is true. They were sandwiches.
Really, they were good.
The sandwiches were excellent.
They went right down.
That was last week's episode. But listen, all kidding aside, yes, DC speaks the truth. I think this gentleman speaks the truth. It's pretty much similar. It was scaled down, but the vibe outside, which is the way it always is, right? I mean, the reality is the parties, the outside stuff. Wow. We went to that NFT Now party, and man, was that great. I mean, just on every level. 3 hours of open bar. You can't lose there, right? Even though I don't drink really. But the diet Pepsis were fantastic.
Yeah. Lack of sandwiches, though, I will say.
It's almost like if you had a bunch of things for people to do, you wouldn't even need the conference.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a clever way to run the event next time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we went over this last time that we all just think there's too many classes, not enough cool stuff. It is turning a little bit, I think, into, a mockery of itself, like sort of in some ways, but that doesn't change the fact that there's all these awesome people that we all hang out and have a great time with each other. And it's just, well, thanks for throwing this big party. We don't like it, but we'll find a way to have a good time. NFT Twitter is all good vibes again on Blue Sky. Folks, Jack Dorsey's social media platform, Blue Sky, which is built on a decentralized protocol and was incubated like a damn test tube baby by Twitter before I just threw that in. Was that good?
Yeah, no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're on a roll. Keep going.
All right, thanks,
what are you doing?
Thank you. Before the Elon Musk era.
Who was also incubated by
he's that guy's
clearly.
He's clearly an alien mutant.
Yeah, I mean, look at his face. That was clearly raised in a test tube.
Imagine when he was on Saturday Night Live. That was just like as if someone with the worst case of, I don't know. Anyway, it's starting to capture a buzz, this Blue Sky, and as the most promising rival to its progenitor. Wow, really? Decrypt? Progenitor? Who are you writing this for?
Progenitor.
No. Well, it could have been Progenitorture.
Dude, where did that come from?
Oh, it was a band back in the 90s, the Genitorture. Anyway, as the beta gradually lets in more and more users, Bluesky, I think that's what you got to call it, right? Because that's what it looks like, Bluesky. It's like some sort of beer. Bluesky is starting to attract prominent NFT creators, artists, builders, and collectors. And over the past few days, a number of notable NFT projects and people have established Bluesky accounts. That includes The Gods, Utes founder Frank Vora, pseudo-anonymous Deadfellas NFT project co-creator Betty. Man, this person really loves to talk the way... like, this is... Everything is flat. This person definitely was an English major. Anyway, and Rug Radio co-founder and co-CEO Farouk Sarmad. I forget how you say his last name, but... they are also now on Blue Sky. There are even more. I don't know why now there's another paragraph, but Vinny Hagar, Patrick Hamadon, Ryan, thank you, X. I don't think anyone cares. All these people are now, right, thank you, exactly. Kazomo de Medici, he's interesting, and lots of people. But many Twitter users looking to break free initially turned to Mastodon, which was a decentralized platform, but some found the experience lacking compared to the original site.
Mastodon, that's even worse than progenitorture.
No, the name is Blue Sky, okay? Progenitor was them saying that they were like the progeny of Twitter.
You're starting to sound as pretentious as they are, Bob.
Okay. Anyway, what's cool is Bluesky, or Blue Sky, a.k.a.
Bluesky.
Yeah, their decentralized model allows profile transfers between AT protocol platforms. And before you go, it's actually awesome, because if this catches on and all eventually the biggest platforms are on the AT protocol, you get to keep your frickin' following. Okay? Because that's what that means. That means if you build a huge following on an AT platform, you can take that whole platform to, all those followers to a different platform. So it is a very, very cool thing that you are not at the mercy of the platform, that it's a whole protocol that allows you to do many things.
You have to be careful, though, because I read some of the terms and conditions for content that's posted on the site, and I'm not sure how it compares to the regular social media sites, but there's some caution if you're a content creator on how much they get the rights to your stuff as soon as it gets posted. So buyer beware.
Yeah, and I'm sure that if it is onerous, that we will hear from attorneys that are in our space. There does need to be, just to finish that thought, there does need to be certain wording in there for them that some people get upset about sometimes because they don't realize that for them to even put it out on their platform, they need to have some sort of license, or you could sue them for them putting putting your own thing on their platform, right? So some of it's just legalese, but definitely you have to check, because there are other places where all of a sudden it's now we have the exclusive, not non-exclusive. So that's what you got to watch out for. Moving right along. NFT marketplaces sales users drop. God damn it, that was not right. NFT marketplace sales. See, why is there a comma in there?
NFT marketplaces sale. Yeah.
Okay, I got to tell you, some of these headlines, it's like a 4-year-old writes them.
Yeah.
It's really. We were just saying this earlier. We were rewriting a bunch of stuff, which we kind of hope that like the paragraph that just kind of tells you what it is, like we could pretty much read it. But no, we have to change them all because there are a lot of people who don't know what they're doing. Anyway, moving along. And most of which is me. I don't know what I'm doing. NFT marketplaces, the users dropped to new lows not seen since 2021, says Dune data. DD. It's like DC, but one more. DD. According to Dune dashboard, the number of unique users across NFT marketplaces, including Blur, OpenSea, and LooksRare, has been steadily declining over the past 7 days. The number of unique users across the NFT marketplaces hasn't been that low since 2021. Well, that was
a little while ago.
Yes. these numbers sometimes can really be skewed, though. But anyway, it appears that both top marketplaces, OpenSea and Blur, are seeing notable declines in unique users and sales. But I want to point out that Blur, the pro-focused NFT marketplace, aka Devil Spawn, has experienced an extra-large shrinking number of sales to my delight, and this week. Actually, it's the lowest daily sales in the last 90 days. Oh no, but what will we do without the wash trading? We need more wash trading!
That was fun.
I hate Blur. I hate them. Half of the NFT trades on Ethereum are fraudulent. Okay, half of the NFT trades on Ethereum are fraudulent. I get a feeling we're about to talk about Blur some more. What do you think?
A little bit, I'm thinking.
All right, so speaking of wash trading, BitsCrunch and Cointelegraph did an NFT wash trade report. You know, one that I can't wait for my wash trade report. But anyway, it revealed that new NFT contracts were up 860%. Down goes Fraser. 860% jump from the previous year. Now that's 2022. So there was still a giant jump even from 21 to 22. And this translated into over 85 million new NFTs, largely thanks to surges in gaming and sports-related collectibles. However, see, that's mic technique. And just Chris, you know. Okay, anyway, however, the hype among collectors and creators attracted unwanted attention from malicious actors, namely wash traders. Yes, wash traders. The report points out the alarming rise in NFT wash trading activity, which skyrocketed by 25 times to almost 33 billion last year.
Well, I, for one, am thrilled. I met a lot of smelly, gross NFT people at NFT NYC, and to be honest, the more washing, the better for those guys. Did you see the army of those guys in those Zentai outfits, or whatever the fuck they're called? It was 90 degrees out. The smell of the suits must have been horrific.
Chris.
Unbelievable.
Chris, for the last time, that is not what freaking wash trading means.
What?
But
I
have to say, you're not wrong. That was really gross.
They were gross. They were gross. I was like, ew, don't touch me.
Yeah, it was extremely gross.
Don't you on me. Gross.
Yeah. And creepy. Like,
yeah,
it's always creepy when people come at you and they think they're mimes and they're wearing like
a thing. That's...
Yeah, like full head to toe, and it's like, whoa, you don't know who I am. It's like on Halloween, like when people and you just want to punch people sometimes. I mean, I dig Halloween, but when people have a mask on and they just come over and they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. I have no fucking idea who you are. Shut up. It's very annoying. I don't know. DC, do you hate that?
No, I see. You have to realize with all this weird stuff, the production stuff that I do, like I have approached too many people in the street that didn't want me to approach them to hate those types of people. You know, I have to have a soft spot for them since I was one, and probably will be one again.
But I doubt that you wore a Zentai outfit and went.
Well, look. There's been a lot of things that I can't. Like I said, it comes in all shapes and sizes.
All right, fine. Trial date set for OpenSea's Nathaniel Chastain, or better known as Nate Chastain, on money laundering charges. Well, the former head of product at OpenSea, Nathaniel Chastain, will face trial on April 24th for wire fraud and money laundering charges. In October 2022, authorities indicted Chastain for allegedly making illegal profits from NFT sales in 2021. He allegedly used insider knowledge of which NFTs would appear on the front page of OpenSea to buy them before being featured, and then he sold them after for a profit.
Well, good. Throw the book at him. String him up. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Chris, just hold on 1 second.
What? Or are you soft on crime or something?
Look, there's I didn't know that there was a crime. All right, look, let me just explain a couple things here. First of all, there are no insider trading laws for NFTs, good or bad. So I don't know how the hell the government is freaking roasting this guy for insider trading that doesn't exist. But we are not a security or a commodity. So while he might be guilty of something, it's not that, as far as I know. Second of all, he's a patsy, okay? He's taken the fall for what literally thousands of other people were doing in 2021 and are still doing, okay? Many people right out in the open. I had an artist that I collect, and I love him to death, and he told me, just was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to be on the front page next week. You should buy a bunch of these new things I put out. And nobody gives a shit about that.
Oh, you're going to jail,
yeah,
bro.
I know. Well, but you know what? I lost money, so it's okay. But anyway.
Oh, well then, yeah.
But I know.
Lesson learned.
DC's looking at me like, how did you manage that? Pure greed, DC. Anyway, look, I agree they shouldn't allow employees to do that. It's not cool, and I think he was wrong to do it. But hardly the only one doing it. Okay? And maybe more importantly, 3, since that guy got fired, I have not gotten any support from OpenSea that wasn't some idiot in the Philippines completely not understanding anything about my problems, to the point that I created a meme last year about this very subject. It was so horrific.
The meme?
Just... Maybe he made a little extra dough on the side, but he actually was responsive to his tweets. At least I say that.
Sorry.
DC, comment?
Imagine being so outraged that you made a meme last year.
I was outraged with their support, not him.
Well, no, I'm just saying, making a meme, man, that's how you know it's serious.
That's how you know you're pissed.
Yeah. Well, because you got to take a lot of time. So obviously, you got to be pretty pissed.
Aggressively opens Photoshop.
Yeah, well, I do. Chris will tell you, I aggressively open Photoshop way too much. No, but I was like putting all of my interactions with them so people could read it, right? It wasn't really a meme. It was more like, check this shit out. And it was...
Bo, you're the guy who screenshots the conversation and sends it to the group chat, huh?
Yeah. He's that guy.
Interesting.
Boy,
Interesting.
That guy.
Boy, I'm not that guy. I just want to give myself a round of applause for making that meme. See, I control the sound, so I can pretend I did good.
Anyway, happy birthday? Do you have happy birthday since it's been 1 year?
OpenSea Pro, folks, the NFT giant's answer to Blur. Great, more fucking wash trading. I'm so sick of artists being completely screwed up. All right, that's it. All right. You do it, Chris. I can't do it. I've had it.
Okay.
I've had it.
All right, I'll read it. I know he's had too much. OpenSea Pro is OpenSea's pro trader-oriented marketplace and aggregator. Compared to OpenSea, which is aimed at appealing to retail buyers, OpenSea Pro is set up to make high-volume trading easy and appealing for its users. OpenSea has been stuck between a rock and a hard place for the past 6 months. In that time, as its first real competitor, Blur, sorry, Bo, broke onto the scene, siphoning off the majority of trading volume from the once untouchable ruler of the NFT seas. I get it, what they did there.
Have I mentioned I fucking hate Blur? They started all this crap, okay? And we just let them do it, all right? I didn't know anyone would be pissed off if I just figured out a way to game the system and basically screw every artist out there so I could take an extra $1 on my 10,000 fucking make-believe things I did transactions every day.
The new platform comes with a number of features for its users. OpenSea Pro compiles listing from 170 marketplaces, displays live cross-marketing information, features advanced order and listing options, Options.
Okay.
Mobile compatibility and tracking of live project mints and more.
That's it. That's it. The story doesn't even mention that this OS project is just Gem. They just bought Gem. That's it. There was a site called Gem. They bought it. That's all this is. They bought a site. Let the wash trading begin.
You know, I find the term OpenSea Pro so funny to me. Like, I don't know why the name like just makes me laugh. It makes me think, I don't know how many South Park fans are there out there, but they did in their post-COVID movies that they did where the kids were all grown up and everything in the future was like, it wasn't just, instead of like, Applebee's, it was called Applebee's Plus Pro, and if it was like the Marriott Max Pro exclusive. Today it's OpenSea Pro, but in a few years it'll be OpenSea Pro plus TGI Fridays exclusive Platinum Pro, brought to you by Honda.
All right, you cheered me up.
Yeah, that's where everything's going. Everything is just Pro plus Max exclusive, blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, I can't get it. It always has to be. Everything must be Pro now,
everything's just going to keep.
Got to be Plus Pro. Your thoughts, DC?
Right now we're offering free Pro Plus subscriptions on YouTube for New Joke City. That's New Joke City TV. Free Pro Plus subscriptions only today.
Pro Plus premium exclusive
on YouTube.
Platinum
on YouTube.
Now, how does that differ from just the free subscription?
It in no way differs.
All right. I'm very angry. I just hate Blur. I just hate what they did to us.
Chris, this is your fault. You better take care of this guy. He's gonna hurt himself on one of these Blur stories one of these days. You better start clipping the news.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start cutting Blur mentions out.
I'm sure it really wasn't, right? It was really Looks Rare that started this shit. But Blur was the one, I think, that first said, yeah, pay whatever you want. Right? Wasn't that, did Looks Rare do that originally? I don't think so, right?
Goes back even further because OpenSea has not functioned properly ever, and people were just okay with that. So they were like, well, these idiots will accept anything. Let's just see how much we can do.
Yeah.
So it's just been the more ridiculous platform after more ridiculous platform. Everybody's just kind of like standing there in the shit being like, why are we getting shit on?
Hey, nobody's tried to not pay royalties. Let's do that. Like, what the fuck? I mean, people were sold a bill of goods. I see right here, Pollyanni's on. She's a great artist. And I am positive that when Pollyanni started, she didn't say, gee, I bet one day they'll stop paying me royalties, so I'll adjust my prices accordingly. No, bullshit. Okay, there were people out there who had to fight tooth and nail. They were the people who fought to get this years ago, and they did get it. And then it's not even like if this was a bunch of other artists and it was like, look, we think what you've done is not good for our business and that. No, it's a bunch of people who give a shit about the art or give a shit about anything about what we do, and they're just like, hey, if I hit a button 3 times, I can make $1. So fuck all of you people. If I pay no royalties, then I can make $1.50. And it's just it sickens me. Not that they try it, because of course they're going to try it. If I said to you, well, taxes to the United States are optional, you're not going to pay your taxes. Okay? So the reality is, it's our fault. It's our own fault that we let them do this, that we don't all just say, fuck you people, and stop letting them buy things anymore, that OpenSea and the other people don't say, hey, screw it, we can't do this. But they won't, because otherwise they'll be out of business. So it's up to us. We have to tell them to go fuck themselves. And that is all I have to say about that.
Okay.
I got it.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm all worked up. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, could they do something where, the artists, when they put up their NFT, when they put up their work, just put an option in there? It's like, if you want to buy this, if you resell it, you have to. royalties? Like, is there a way artists could do that?
They're working.
Usually, platforms give the artist the option to choose what their royalty is, and the artist has a choice of how they want to work it. And I feel like if you're on a platform that's not giving you full option as an artist, then you shouldn't be using that platform. Mm-hmm. You should have the choice to whether you want to do 1%, 2%, 10%, 50%, whatever you want, because you're the artist. It should be your choice. You should be able to do whatever you want and live or die with that. The platform shouldn't be telling you what you can and can't do. I think if you're on a platform that's telling you that, then you're not on an open marketplace. You're in a boutique, and you have to decide if that's the right place for what you're trying to do.
I think we've always had OpenSea, back whenever, always is, since royalties, was like, how much royalty do you want? We're going to add 2.5%. What do you want? Right? Okay, that's fine. It's not that part of it. It's the part that collecting the royalties on the sale and the way the contracts work. Up till now, it hasn't been possible to enforce it due to the way it works. So right now, when Blur started, or maybe it was Looks Rare, they said, you don't have to pay the royalty now because we just realized nobody's forcing us, so we won't force you. Now people are writing different things. There's whole groups that there's ways to write the contracts. Our NFTs, for our Comedians Talk to NFT Stars. If you go to buy that, there is something in there that says you cannot buy this on Looks Rare. You cannot buy this on, on these other places that won't collect the royalties. So yes, things are starting to happen, but it's not enough, and it needs to either just be fixed and it will just be a blip on the radar, thankfully, or we've got to say no, and we don't care. We're going to take all our shit and go play somewhere else. And that is what some people have done, because you can have your own platform. You could just sell from your own place. You can, you don't have to use an OpenSea or a Blur or any of these.
Manifold is great.
Yeah,
Manifold
exactly.
is great.
And that's what we do with ours. We write them on Manifold. It's still not perfect, though. It's not.
Nothing's perfect.
No, it's a big mess, and it needs to stop, though. That's what I'm saying.
What's the point, man?
Pepe the Frog meme coins rocket as crypto Twitter moves on from Dogecoin obsession. Ooh, I just love the way Cointelegraph puts that. I had to fix 3 things in that headline to work.
You just said Dodge.
It's Dogecoin.
Oh, Jesus, come on. Whatever. Dodge.
My mind is blown.
Dogecoin.
I do know it's Doge, but sometimes I say Dodge because I used to think that's what it was. All right, are you happy? You've humiliated me, DC. Right in front
I just couldn't believe what I heard.
Well, in front of all 8 people here that I have
There's 9.
But that I wasn't including ourselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Really, it's like, then it would be 6.
Thank God we take this thing and then we put it out as a video. All right. Anyway, and by the way, you can go to BLAZO.com and you can go to our podcast page, and you can find all of these podcasts. And we do an audio podcast of all our Comedians Talk to NFT Stars. And we make this show in both audio and video available. So just go to BLAZO.com and you'll fucking get that. Anyway, Pepe the Frog meme. The most degen of crypto Twitter traders seem to be moving over Shiba Inu fashion tokens to those branded after the internet meme Pepe the Frog. Did I say Shibu Inu? I mean, Shiba Inu, right? Did I say that right, DC? I don't know.
Mostly.
Okay.
That was pretty close. I'm still stunned by Dogecoin.
Jesus, give me
Dogecoin.
Jesus.
Drive one today.
I own like 60,000 Dogecoin, and I can't get to them.
So you basically have all these coins stuck on some weird exchange somewhere?
Me and a lot of people.
Oh, crap.
After Cryptopia. What it was you couldn't buy these coins on any exchanges, so you had to find one like this. And Cryptopia was huge. Everybody was on Cryptopia. And one day, Cryptopia went away. And
I hate to tell you, buddy, that you don't have 60,000 Dogecoins anywhere, pal. You have no Dogecoins. That's a rug, buddy. That's what a rug is. I don't want to. I don't know if I'm breaking news to you.
Let me finish. Luckily, the country of New Zealand stepped in and said, "This is bullshit." And they seized everything. And they forensically found most of the money. As of right now, everybody is supposedly going to be made whole. But it's been years that I'm waiting for my freaking 60,000 Doge or whatever it is that I bought on a lark. And I went through the entire thing with freaking Mr. Twitter making the price go sky high, and I couldn't do anything about it. Couldn't sell them because I didn't even have them with me. Remember, folks, not your keys, not your currency, or whatever you want to say. I was stupid, but I didn't know anything about wallets and that kind of thing. So,
well, we need to follow up on this story when you do get your coins.
Yeah, hopefully I do actually get them back. It's it is the country itself that stepped in.
You should be like BitBoy and go down to New Zealand and like stomp around demanding your Dogecoins. Where's my Dogecoins?
BitBoy?
Hello, I was wondering, not that I want to be a bother, but if anybody here could maybe find my Dogecoins, that would be so wonderful.
Rabbi voice again.
What, you have a problem with the rabbi voice?
I thought I'd go one day without hearing it.
No. By the way, just to promote us again, if you go to youtube.com/BLAZO Network, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to see something fantastic? The first video, when you go there, before you look for our porn star interviews, the first one is the Rabbi BLAZO singing "Killing in the Name of." It's really quite special. It really is. All right, well, we're just about at the end right now. Donald Trump dropped more NFTs, and now the first batch is plummeting in price, and I really could care less. But, Chris, what do you think?
Well, I got to admit, Trump being involved in the NFT world is not good for the whole "this isn't all a big scam" message that,
Well, I don't know what that even means, because now are you saying that NFTs are a scam?
No, I am not saying that. I am not saying that at all.
All right.
That's my Trump.
Is that your Trump?
It was not very good, but I'm not an impressionist. I've always been bad. The best I could do is Bernie Sanders.
Good. Do Bernie saying that then.
Well, I would just want to say that my good friend Joe Biden is doing a great job as president, and we got to get Medicare for all, and that's as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna drop off the more I keep talking.
Will that make you stop? Okay, anyway.
They
love me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. The whole Trump meme cards, they frighten me. But if you want a Trump card, evidently you could get one fairly cheap because there was a 50% drop in a matter of hours. What did we release this week, Chris?
We have released. I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember. I can tell you that New Joke City released an episode starring Monty Mason this week. You should check it out on YouTube.
Do you see
New Joke City TV.
Do you see how prepared he is, Chris?
Yeah. What do you want from me?
He is on the frickin' ball. You know what you're thinking about? You're thinking about Amsterdam. That's what you're thinking about.
Kind of.
Chris is leaving. He's going away. He's going to be reporting in from Amsterdam.
I am.
That is actually very awesome. I would be thinking about that too. Instead, I'm thinking about New Joke City. That's New Joke City TV. New Joke City TV.
You.
New Joke City. Who was in the latest episode, DC?
Monty Mason. You guys know Monty?
Monty Mason.
I can't even be angry with him. He's so good at it.
Oh, yeah.
So, before we get started, we're just going to, did you see the puppy room? That was good.
That
we
was
did
a
Puppy
good one.
Room.
Yes, it was.
Where the puppies tell us we suck, that we're hacks, and they can't believe Sabet gave us an interview.
Well, they're telling you that.
All right.
They're talking to you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's enough of this wee shit all the time.
If you go to our feed, you could check out that, Yeah, the puppies are all over me and berating me.
Yes.
Puppy berating.
That's better.
Puppy berating.
We also put out our clip this week of our Ledger Fashion security commercial.
Ooh, that's right. The Ledger Fashion security commercial. A lot of people thought that was fun. That was a fun one.
It was.
I have a gun to Chris's head. That's always fun.
Giving him my Ledger code.
Yeah, making him give me his Ledger code because, did you see, I don't know, for those of you who didn't see Ledger this week, thought it'd be a swell idea. Be a swell idea. I'm whistling. It would be a swell idea to make it that you should wear your Ledger around your neck. Now,
I mean,
DC, what do you think about that?
I'm just waiting for the Trezor suppositories.
And for those of you who don't speak proper speaking like me, that's Trezor for those you and me who don't know how to say it right, I guess.
Well, you know what? You try saying it when you have something stuck up your butt.
Yes, sir.
challenge accepted.
You are correct, sir. We also, this week, we had another one this week. We put a lot of little crap out this week. We also did the NFT Comedy Hour clip about Ticketmaster. We did that. The Ticketmaster clip, where the whole idea is to get rid of you. Ticketmaster wanted to. I'm actually watching right now, and I'm watching DC talk about Avenged Sevenfold in that clip. So, yeah. So there you go.
Calling it out.
Making a call out.
Making copies.
Yeah, making copies. So, hey, Fairground Babsy says, hi, guys. Joe Community member here. Is that one of your things, DC? Joe Community member?
Yeah, shout out to Fairgrounds. Yes. Shout out. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, that Joe Community is the awesome VR project that I work with. And we have the shows that show on the Oculus headsets.
That's great. He already left, but still, he made his presence felt with
I'll say thank you later.
Yeah. We thank you for leaving. I mean, thank you. That's this week's show. I want to thank the cadre of my friends and family that are on right now, and only my friends and family that are on right now. So we thank you. Thank you so much. We did have some others on, but
shout out Pollyanny and Cupcake.
Yeah, Pollyanny, Cupcake. Well, yeah, there you go. Very nice. New Joke City, I think we know who that is.
What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, is that like another person? Like maybe... Yeah, no. Okay, anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in. One day it'll all be worth it when we make no money and have 400 people in here. So, ultimately, what do we have to look forward to?
Hey, man, it's about the journey, not the destination.
Well, even when we get to the destination, my point is there's no, what?
Well, then roll the window down, stop your whining.
Fine. All right. Let me finish by saying simply, fuck Blur. BLAZO! Hey, everyone. I'm Bo Blaze.
And I'm Chris Park.
And this is the NFT Comedy Hour. Kind of like The Daily Show, but with NFTs and stuff. Don't forget, we also do the show Comedians Talk to NFT Stars, where we talk to some of the most interesting people in the NFT world. That show is also available as a podcast and as an NFT. Visit blazo.art/links. blazo.art/links.